What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails of Cold Steel 4. Last time we handled most of the rest of our bonding events, getting to spend some time with the characters here. And at the end of the last video, I was confused because we still have one bonding event, but there's no bonding events to do left on the ship. So I was thinking maybe they gave you, like, maybe it was just coded in wrong, like you get an extra point for whatever odd reason, but no. I actually looked it up. There is another bonding event you can get, but you don't receive it until after a specific story quest. I didn't look up which that quest is, but it did say it was a main story quest, so it's obviously going to be before we finish the events for today, so we're just going to go until we find it. So, all we have left now to do is obviously find the 3 and 9 book for the day, the second to last one. And then, of course, the last thing to do is the handful of requests we still have left to do. Now, the 3 and 9 book that we have, we aren't going to get yet. Simply because it is in Crossbell. I looked up where it was. It's in Crossbell City. So, until we actually go to Crossbell, there's no way for me to get it. So, for now, we're just going to handle the remainder of our requests. So let's take out the monster first in North Langendock. So, let's head there. Alright, how far up is it? Alright, I guess just head to the actual place where it's supposed to be. I don't see it. Oh, okay, it's all the way up here. To an area we have yet to come to. Oh, okay. Right. Oh, this is that place. Don't interrupt my dialogue, you stupid dragon. Good to have Sharon back with us. Yeah, I didn't bring Alster. Oh well. He's not gonna move. Gloom EX. Oh, yay, nice, we got it. I was thinking about this ever since we first got Gale in the first game. I was just like, I remember Gale, like, basically when you're in his white-haired form, you have the extra attack when you use the Gale. But we never had that until now. But now we have it. You don't have to be in his demonic form to get that extra attack.
強そうなのがいる。気をつけないと。
Alright, give me this. Nightmare 3. Another picture, I assume, for Rex. North Languedoc Canyon. We didn't get a chance to really take in the scenery when we were here last. It's pretty breathtaking. Looking good. I'll send it to Rex when I get the chance. Yeah, because last time we were here, we were only here to stop the railway cannons. The photo of Lucy. Alright. We haven't done this in a while. I wasn't done, but sure. Alright, cool. Let's get moving. I guess this is our prey. Just for the sake of battle, we'll switch them in when we need them.
あの魔物は各地で出現が報告されている聖典の悪魔にも似た。
ええ、対処する場合は二人とも離れていてください。
Yep, just like the ones we fought in
難敵だな。
the Recluse Cube when it, you know, showed us Gehenna.
難敵ですわ。引き締めましょう。
行くぞ。
Alright, well, good chance to test it out.
秘技裏早手。
There it is.
崩れた。行きます、シャロンさん。
了解ですわ。
Great.
すぐに手当てを。
ありがとう。
At least Sharon gets to go first. Can I do anything about this? No. Oh, glad I put Elliot in the back.
頑張るよ。届け。癒しの歌。
感謝します。感謝。私の番ね。壊せ。スレッジハンマー。よーし。はあ。くらえ。させない。
行くぞ。
Oh, so it not only gives you the strength up, it also heals you a bit. That's good.
ごめん。あとはお願い。
あとはお任せください。
No. Well, it doesn't really matter either way. Alright.
アークス駆動。私の番ね。やー。フレアネスハート。
マイル。うなれ。うおー。螺旋
Oh god.
はあ。
任せるがよい。
砕け散れ。私の番ですわ。行きますわよ。シャドウステッチ。私の番ね。
May as well.
これで決めるや
アルゼイドです
53k. And now we end it.
Yes, これで大丈夫だ。
Oh my god. This is so annoying. Why can't we skip this? Like, I want to just... Okay.
精進あるのみだ
Skip doesn't even do anything.
まだまだこれから
It's so obnoxious that you can't just skip past it. Alright, let's head back to the ship. Obviously, I used all those S-crafts.
Huh. 生き返るな
Alright, so now, well, I guess I should see what else we have left. We have 2 left. Let's do this one. Oh, Kai and Tilia. Okay, so let's head to, where is it? To Alster. See what they need some help with. Ugh, this is so crazy. Yeah, the mayor said that we just need to be patient, but I don't know about that. Looks like these two are getting ready for something. Kai and Tilia, right? It's been a while. Oh, hey. I heard that Toval's safe too. It made us so happy that we've been thanking Eidos every day. Haha, that's great. It sucks we have to keep it a secret, though. I don't like secrets. By the way, is that request why you're here? Yeah, exactly. Toval's just as busy as you would imagine, so he passed it on to us. The others here told me a bit about you two. Alster's done so much for my brother, I'd like very much to repay that debt, even if it's just a little. Okay, that's very sweet. Wow, she's so beautiful. I wonder if she's friends with Class 7. What exactly did the town do for your brother? It's a rather long story. We'll tell you some other time. Please watch what you say here. Sorry, I just got too caught up in things. She really does look familiar. Might just be overthinking things, though. I think Kai's starting to pick up on things, guys. Anyway, would you mind if we ask you a few questions? Toval mentioned the town was having some kind of problems with some kind of... Why did I read that weirdly? See, I still... My brain jumps ahead to the next line. I start reading it before I'm done with the first line. Toval mentioned the town was having problems with some kind of monster. Can you tell us anything about it? Yeah, that's right. Recently, it started showing up near town almost every night. Obviously, no one wanted it around, but we all made do. There was some damage to equipment and plants, but it kept getting worse. Things took a real turn yesterday. It was the first time people ended up injured. Oh my, I suppose that's not the sort of thing one can simply wait out, is it? No, it's not. The real creepy part is we don't even know what it looks like. The town asked this hunter to help us get rid of it. He's pretty famous around here. It's so scary, the monster appears out of nowhere and then it just disappears just as fast. It's like we're in a horror story. It really does feel that way. We actually had some soldiers come by too, but given the situation, they've held off on any operations. Why does that not surprise me? It seems they've been neglecting their duties, just like during the Civil War. And there was that airship incident already. All the adults were talking about it this morning. They all agreed we can't afford it anymore. Wait, what? They all agreed that we can't afford any more damage done. That sounds weird. The mayor suggested that we all move to the mining town, Aragon. What? Meaning Alster's gonna be abandoned temporarily. So that's what you two are preparing for. But if that happens... I'm sorry everyone, I know this is shocking news. But you guys have already saved Alster once. If anyone can find out the truth about this monster, it's you. So, if you have the time, would you mind looking into it for us? We'd really appreciate it. I just can't stand the thought of parting with our home. It's full of memories with Mom and Dad. During the Civil War, those Jaegers left Alster in shambles. Is there any way we can help out? Well, we have a lot of memories in this town, too. We may only have today to investigate, but we'll do whatever we can. Really, that's great. We can't thank you enough. Oh, there's no need. We're happy to help. For Oliver's sake, too, since he can't publicly act right now. Right, ready to go monster hunting? Yeah. We don't have a whole lot of clues, though. Let's start by asking around town. If we find anything out, we'll come back and fill you in. Got it, good luck. Let us know if we can help. We'll do anything we can. Alright, who are we talking? Okay, chapel, the inn, and outside the distillery, and then this back alley over there. When the townspeople are forced to evacuate because of monsters, it's not like the church isn't affected. I'd like to speak directly with the father here and get his take on things. So that's where your curiosity lies. It's a rather horrid subject, I'm afraid. Many of the local men have been conscripted, and the townspeople have been forced to evacuate due to this threat. There is some logic to what the mayor says. However, the safety of the townspeople is paramount. The evacuation will take place today. I've also contacted the chapel in the mining town Aragon to make arrangements. I see. Even though everything is so sudden, it seems like things are being handled much more quickly than I'd expected. Actually, it seems that many of the residents in Aragon are residences in Aragon are empty due to conscription. Also, the mayor's been urging the townspeople to move to Aragon. He says it's good for the... He says it's for the good of the Empire. I need to... My mouth moves faster than my brain. Really? That's why I've been in communication with the father there for quite some time now. Though I never imagined it would end up being fairly convenient in this sort of situation. I see. Thank you again for your time, Father. Yeah, we've seen since the beginning of the game that the mayor has been very gung-ho. Obviously, it's the curse's fault, but he's been very gung-ho about the war. Speak of the devil. That person is from the distillery. Let's go ask her. Oh yes, that monster. It's a strange story, all right. Some of the fields I look after have been destroyed. I was so looking forward to the harvest. Oh, I see. Did you get a look at the culprit? No, I didn't. It seems like it only comes out at night. But I do sometimes catch sight of this weird person. A weird person, you say? Yes, a man. I don't recognize him from around town. He spent all day looking around town and loitering near the fields. Didn't even give our Steinrose a glimpse. He hasn't been around lately, but his behavior is weird for a tourist, don't you think? I don't know, with how things are these days, there's a good enough chance he's not a tourist. I don't know, we should remember this for later. Yeah, it might prove important later. Alright. Hey, what are you doing? This must be the mayor of Alster. It seems like he's been affected by the Great Twilight. Let's at least try to speak with him. Prancing around pretending to be bracers, are you? I suggest you drop the act. If this is because of the monster, the wonderful soldiers who are dedicated to the Imperial family have asked around already. Are you talking about the IDF? So you're at least aware of their name, I see. They've already taken down observations. They'll perform an official inquiry in the near future. However, with war almost upon us, we can't expect our needs to be a priority. That's why I made the decision to evacuate the whole town to the mining area. Aragon is short on manpower. Helping with the mining effort is also helping with the war effort. He's still thinking about war even when the town is in this state. I don't think we'll be able to rely on him. It's a shame, we'll have to ask around elsewhere. He's all gung-ho about the war, but he won't fight himself. He just walks around town in circles. I know he's above the conscription age, but you would think even someone as afflicted as him would be like, I don't care if I die, let me fight. Ah, no, there are some familiar faces. Welcome. Are you perhaps here about the monster? Yes, exactly. Would you mind if we ask you some questions? Oh, I hate even talking about it. It devastated our fields and destroyed the irrigation waterways. It shows up just about every night now. When it does, it causes serious damage to the town. Well, here's the problem. We can't wait for nighttime to handle it. Strangest thing I've ever seen. I've been hunting for 50 years now, and even my countless attempts at tracking it have all been in vain. It's the same story every time. We're in hot pursuit and the trail just vanishes. Completely up in smoke. It's infuriating. The only thing I can think of to explain is that the damn thing has wings. When we lose the trail, it must mean it's flown off. So that's why they call it the mysterious monster. Turning a blind eye here isn't an option. The people of Alster can't handle this problem alone. Yeah, I completely agree. I can see why Kai and Tilia reach out to Tobal about it. But is this enough to warrant an evacuation? Thank you for your time. There's no doubt in my mind what you've shared with us will be useful. Please, you're too kind. I wish I could offer you more information. I'm a disgrace. Regardless, winged or not, it's big and dangerous. Please watch yourselves out there. Take a quick rest here before you leave. The cuisine is wonderful, I might add. Thank you so much. Your kindness is much appreciated. So now what? Oh no, there's still one more over by the memorial. Well, before we talk to that guy. Boy, who'd have thought something like this would happen in Alster? Maybe this is the guy who was attacked and injured by the monster. Excuse me, do you have a minute? I see, you're investigating the incidents. It happened last night, just as the sun was setting. I realized I had forgotten to close one of the fences. When I went back to the field alone, I was suddenly attacked from behind. It was pitch black, so I couldn't make it out very well, but it looked like a giant cat monster. Giant cat monster sounds like it could be really vicious. It sounds like he was lucky to just be able to escape. How are your injuries? Are you going to be okay? Yes, you don't need to worry about me. I was able to fend it off with my hoe. I do have some injuries on my hands and feet, but it's not enough to prevent me from walking. That's good to hear. Must have been a terrifying experience. Do you remember anything else? It doesn't matter how minor. We're interested in any and all details. I don't really... Wait, is this blonde girl? No, it must be my mind playing tricks on me, more importantly. There was this strange noise just before I was attacked. It was a high-pitched noise, almost like a whistle. You say a whistle? I see, that was really helpful. I hope it helps your investigation. I really hope you can do something about these monster attacks. I mean, we pieced it together. The guy who's been around town is obviously claiming he's going to take care of the monster, but in reality, he's the one causing the monster attacks. Of course, we'll do our best. Okay, let's wrap this up. First of all, let's summarize what we learned. There are many puzzling aspects to this case. Right, it's not just about the monster. I suggest we talk it over at Kai and Tilia's house. Good thinking. I'd like to hear what they make of it, too. Then it's decided. Let's go. Without close to where I was expecting them to just, like, auto-teleport us. Hello. Time to discuss. First things first, let's lay out what we know. We gathered a lot of information, but let's focus on the monster first. Several things we learned caught my attention, but if we put those stories together, what's strange is... It attacked people, no eyewitnesses that showed up now. I mean, this isn't right because one of them was an eyewitness. That showed up now. Isn't it a bit too convenient showed up now of all times? The monster first appeared not long after a large number of townsfolk had been conscripted. I'm not sure if the two events are related, but the timing certainly is suspicious. I agree, you have to wonder what drew it here all of a sudden. The hunter mentioned he lost it midway through the chase each time he went after it. It almost seems set up, doesn't it? Oh, but what if it's not the hunter? What if it's the mayor? To be honest, Tilly and I kind of suspected that too. It doesn't seem like a coincidence. And Ouch said it was like a big cat monster or something, right? I was surprised to hear that. Why did you find that surprising? Well, it just wasn't what I expected, I guess. The crops that were ravaged were grapes, right? Oh, I see. That does seem out of place for a carnivorous monster to be drawn to crops, grapes even less so. And why would it destroy the irrigation waterways like that? It almost seems like it was trying to harass the town. So why is its behavior so abnormal? That's the million-mirror question. We must consider the possibility that there must be someone controlling it. What? Controlling monsters, is that even possible? Yeah, actually, there are certain monsters that have specifically trained to respond to sound. Yeah, the whistle, known as military monsters. You often see Jaegers using them. Someone mentioned seeing a strange man loitering the outskirts of town. Do you think there's a connection? Well, I've seen him too. He doesn't look like a soldier or a Jaeger, but he definitely seems like he's in Alster for a reason. As of right now, though, we can't know if he's related or not. Still, considering what we've seen and heard, we can't rule out the sort of conspiracy at play here. A conspiracy? I know it might sound absurd, but I think it's worth exploring what the reasons behind such a plot would be. If someone were in fact controlling the monster, what would be their motive? Well, we have to start by thinking about potential objectives. This wouldn't make sense because why would you attack the crops? The only conclusion, I think, is there's something that we don't yet understand. You're probably right, Elise. It's true, we didn't walk away with anything conclusive after all. But there was one person who seemed to know the truth behind what's going on. Someone who knows the truth. Who could it be? I think the mayor. It could be Mayor Matham. Are you saying that the mayor is intentionally intimidating the residents? I don't know about that. There must be some mistake. It's not something I want to believe either. But people are saying the mayor's been pushing to move to Aragon for quite some time now, even before this monster issue. We can't deny this things seem to be falling in his favor. When you put it like that, it does seem oddly convenient. It's a terrible thing to consider, but it does make some sense. You know what I mean, right, Tilia? One day he just started acting so strange. But he's the mayor. He's always been such a nice person. When we lost Mom and Dad, he really looked out for us. It's just so hard to imagine. Tilia. I wonder what the truth is. The Great Twilight has proven itself to have an incredibly far reach. It's not out of the question. I just don't know. On the other hand, Mayor controlling the monster is definitely a possibility. But it looks like we don't have all the facts yet. Please excuse me a moment. Who's calling me? Oh, aren't you Machias' co-worker? Yeah, Rainer? Yeah. Please excuse the sudden interruption. Machias told me you're in Alster dealing with a certain incident. This is a rather awkward request to make, but I was wondering if you could maybe leave this issue be for me. Leave it be, do you mean? Is there something going on in Alster? Something that warrants the Government Accountability Inspector taking action? Well, I'll just have to leave that up to your imagination. It looks like you have your reasons, Rainer. But the residents are terrified. They're already preparing to evacuate by the end of the day. We can't turn a blind eye to this. What? Things have already reached that point? Everything's moving way too fast. I do have an idea, but we're going to need your help. We gotta bring this to an end. Alright then, Machias has told me a lot about you guys. I've thought this for a while now, but you're probably people worth trusting. I'll share what we've gathered. Make sure you use it well. Okay. Combining all the individual pieces, help them get a clear picture of the situation. However, it also unearths something suspicious unfolding in Alster. Something worthy of the word conspiracy. The idea that this sort of thing could occur in Alster is hard to fully wrap my head around. Rainer did pull some potential operations together, but they're not going to make it in time, just like we thought. If anyone's going to do something, it'll have to be us. Besides, I don't think this is entirely unrelated to those of us from Thor's. It certainly does seem that way. We can't turn our backs on these poor people. I would like nothing more than to play a role in this operation. Tilly and I want to help too. I think we can convince the people who live here to go along with our plan. I couldn't imagine anyone better suited for that. Things get a little rough out there. Princess Alphanalise, your safety is the highest priority. I don't know what's going through your mind, but if it results in anything but us coming along, then you can forget it. Yes, that's right. We're helping and that's that. You wouldn't let us come this far, only tell us to stay out of it, would you? Well, I guess I should have known they wouldn't back down after hearing all that. Just be as careful as possible and stay with the group no matter what. Yep, you got it. We understand. Let's make sure we're ready before we head out. I don't even know what the plan is. It's time, everyone. Yeah. I still don't know what the plan is. Oh, do I just talk to Kai and Tilly again? I'm so nervous, but I gotta do my best for everyone's sake. Tilly and I are ready to go when you are. Should we get started? Though I think checking our equipment one more time would be a good move. Let's go and get started. I called in some more help just to be safe, but the odds of them getting here in time are about 50-50. We'll just have to proceed as if we're handling this entirely on our own. We have to uncover whatever is going on in Alster, no matter what. My brother is waiting up on the ship. This is for his stake, too. Why did she say that out loud? Short while later, after Rain and the others had left, The residents started to assemble one by one. The time had come for them to evacuate Aragon, as the mayor had ordered. Even those residents who had opposed the evacuation made their preparations to leave. With a sad farewell, they left their homes behind. Finally. It took longer than I thought it would. They're all so stubborn, it was always going to be tough. Oh, Alster. You're no bustling metropolis, but by Eidos you are a beautiful town. How proud I am that Prince Oliver himself spent some of his childhood here. Which is why merely cooperating with the conscription is simply not enough. I want our town to make a true contribution to this nation. My good mayor, it would appear we can finally get started. Kleist, huh? Are you kidding? You again? Hey there, Wad. Sorry it took so damn long. You wouldn't believe how stubborn all these townsfolk are. It's clear now that getting everyone away from the town first was the only way this little reforming scheme of yours to go smoothly. I owe you a great deal of gratitude. Speed is crucial in business. Admittedly, I had to use somewhat of an unconventional approach. I wouldn't concern yourself with that. It all counts as expenses. It is unfortunate that the town had to sustain some minor damage, but it's all for the greater good, I'm sure. I'm still impressed with the scale of it all, though. What was it again? A giant logistics center? From the plan draw-up, I gathered it was like an improvised version of the logistics storehouse that Kleist & Co. has in the capital. And didn't you mention that by building it in our suburbs, we'd be able to develop Erebonia's next big commercial area? The Empire is expanding and there is an urgent demand to establish a logistics network, particularly for Jurai and North Ambria. The economic benefits we would gain from an Alster logistics center would be unprecedented. Would you be so kind as to grant permission to open a factory that manufactures military items and other than weapons? Haha, of course. I presume such a factory will employ locals? It's for the country and for the benefit of Alster. It's a perfect plan. I had a hunch this is what was happening. What are you still doing here? Well, I do believe I've seen your faces before. You were in the same class as Hugo, if I'm not mistaken. You just keep popping up where you're not welcome. You really like sticking your neck out. Kleist & Co.'s sales manager, Wads, and Mayor Mathen. Are you aware this plan of yours is illegal? I can't believe you used monsters for your own purposes and drove away the residents. This is fraud and intimidation on a wide scale. You've essentially hijacked the town. We can't let this kind of cruelty slide. But there's still time. Please stop this. What does it matter to outsiders like you, We're only thinking of the country and Alster. How dare you be so impudent? Wads, get these people out of my town. Cleaning this riffraff up shouldn't be a problem. After all, I've already arranged to sweep away the town. What are a few extra pieces of trash? Well, what? Haha, time is short and we have to begin. Let the great plan begin. Sponsored, of course, by Kleist & Co. No way. Archisms? They're gonna destroy the whole town. Raynor saw the signs that Kleist has been doing some shady deals with Ouroboros. But they're not just using military monsters, they're using archisms too, and there are so many of them. What is all this about? Wads, what are these machines doing here? They're going to destroy the town. Stop them. What are you talking about? This is what we agreed. This is a necessary measure we must take in order to build the factory. Wait, the factory was supposed to be built on the outskirts of town. I had the area surveyed, and the mountains were going to make development difficult. The locality of the town was perfect, however. It is the most efficient site. This is for the nation. Surely you won't start objecting now of all times. No, but this is... You tricked me. I would never have agreed to this. Well, have a nice day, everyone. Things are going to be a little messy here for a while, so I think I'll take my leave. Bastard. Wait. We have to do something about this first. The group split up to take on the monsters and archisms. Stop! Stop it now! Damn you, leave our town alone! Look out! Wow. Are you okay? It's dangerous here. Please stand back. Your Highness, Elise, it's not safe to be this close to the battle. No, I intend to fight. Allow me to help. This is the reality of the Great Twilight and the government's schemes. If I don't do whatever I can to save this nation, then I'm not fit to be part of the Imperial family. Your Highness, we can do something about the monsters and the archisms. Leave this to us. You need to catch up to Wads. For all of Alster. Got it, thank you. Elise, protect Her Highness. If it gets too dangerous, both of you just run, got it? Don't worry about us. Be careful, everyone. I just hope my emergency plan makes it in time. Earlier. Not long now, the lodge should be just up ahead. Alma, ouch, are you doing alright? Yes, thank you. Don't worry about me, I can still walk a little longer. How about we take a short break while we're here? There's no need to hurry, we can take our time. Yeah, I guess you're right. Anyway, Kai, when are you and Tilly going to tell us what this is all about? I was surprised to hear you of all people tell us we should leave town early. Oh, right, about that. Actually, Reen and them were the ones who came up with this whole plan. Oh, really now? You mean those kids who saved the town before? I'll tell you more once we get to the lodge. Well, alright, you must have your reasons for keeping quiet. In any case, the lodge is just a bit further. I'll take care of any monsters we run into in the meantime, so follow me. Of course, thank you so much. Come on, Lot, don't dawdle. Right. Huh? It's not here, the sheep plushie Daddy gave me. No, I must have accidentally left it behind somewhere. Oh boy. And he didn't say anything. Well, now, I'm going to be quite busy from here on. Okay, I can't read that fast. An orbital bike. Hey, it's our boy Herman! Our boy Herman came to the rescue. It's you. What are you doing here, Herman? Mr. Wads. Isn't it about time you went straight? You've been ignoring orders from the main office for a while now. On top of that, I hear you've been making illicit deals all over the Empire. How long did you think you could keep this up? What happened to that promise of yours? You swore you wouldn't trample over others for business sake, but here we are. I never would have found my calling if it weren't for you. I'm just here to make up for all you did for me. And I've decided I'm going to pay you back by stopping you from making this huge mistake. Kind of crazy we were able to catch up when he was driving a van. It's over now, Wads. We know this isn't your first offense, but it'll be like last but it'll be the last time you try to scam someone like this. The inspectorate should have already contacted you. They like to bring you in for questioning about your recent dealings with the government. Meddling kids. Why don't you all just stop wasting my time? I know I've had my setbacks, but this plan is foolproof. I've won over the mayor, avoided the main office, laid the groundwork for the government, and even called in favors from the IDF. Do you have any idea how long I've waited for all this to come together? Pretty soon, the Alster Distribution Center is going to dominate the whole of the northwestern region. Just think about it. If I pull this off, it'll be the biggest score in my entire career. The profits I bring in could finally even surpass Hugo Kleist's. That's what all this was about? If you'd only gone about it differently, that passion could have led you to great things. You've been with Kleist & Co. for a long time, ever since it was first founded, right? Were you hoping Hugo would hand over the Kleist Mall and Ortis to you? This is my fault, Mr. Watts. If only I paid more attention, I could have stopped you before it came to this. But if words won't work, I'll have to get through to you some other way. Don't you dare try and stop me. It's all about to come together. Just a little more, it'll be perfect. Perfect, I tell you. What the? What was that? Oh. A kid? Looks like the heavens have sent me a little gift. Damn it! He's really gonna hold a kid hostage? What are you, nuts? Huh? Now, everyone, better mind your manners and keep quiet and cooperate. This will all go smoothly. Mr. Wads, let him go, now. Now, let me be clear. I'm not going to budge even one reg away from my plan. All I need is a little more time and the proper equipment, and I'll be able to level Alster to the ground. Not to mention, I still have one last ace up my sleeve. Ooh, terrifying. Alright now, time to take out the trash. Bro, you're holding a gun to a child's head. You're not the up-and-coming rich sales manager that you think you are. Disbarred Garage. You really brought Ouroboros' archisms out here. That's enough. Stop this right now, Mr. Wads. The Great Twilight has gotten to him. That settles it. We'll have to finish this ourselves. First, we'll take these down. Everybody ready? Yeah. We can handle this. Rescue the hostage and restrain Wads. Oh, what's Sharon's phantasmal butterfly? Isn't that her? I thought that was her S-craft. Sacred Shell. Dancing Petals. Yeah, I expected burn damage. Almost there. Yeah, whatever. I'll deal with the burn.
お任せください。今です。よーし。はあ。くらえ。チャンス。スキャリ
Bang.
よし掴んだ。
まだまだこれから。
Alright. No, you destroyed them already? This is ridiculous, but you're weak from that fight. I'll just use the other one in. Not so fast. Oh, hey! What? You took it out in one blow? Alright, it's time, you two. Perfect timing, Kai. Now just leave the rest to us. Lot, quick, get with us. Tilia. Thanks for the save, Libero crew and Toval. Looks like the tables have turned. Things were being pretty dicey there, but I guess we made it in just the nick of time. We're from the Bracer Guild. Can anyone bring us up to speed? I'm only sorry we couldn't get here sooner. Not at all. Everything worked out perfectly. I'm glad I called you guys. I never thought things would get this crazy. Thank goodness. We were worried sick when you disappeared, Lot. It all happened so fast. I'm sorry I ran off, Tilia, Kai. Nice work with the rescue, you two. I think the credit goes to Estelle and the others for charging in right when things took a turn for the worst. I'm just relieved things turned out the way that they did. Bracers, you gotta be kidding me. Wanted criminals, guild dogs, where is it going to end? Oh boy. Are you going to make an enemy of Kleiss & Co. of the government? You still haven't given up? I don't think you fully understand the position you're in. What? According to Toval, the main office of Kleiss & Co. has denied all responsibility for the things you've done. You've been suspended from duty several times, and you're on your last warning now. That info technically isn't meant to leave the company, but push really came to shove. I heard about it from Reiner. Your unethical fixation on success is in direct opposition of the main office's wishes. Doesn't it seem a bit uncouth to invoke Kleiss & Co., Mr. Three-Piece Suit, considering their feelings toward you and all? Throwing it all around like that could land you in some trouble. I couldn't agree more. You have no right to utter that name, Wads. The same goes for your so-called connections with the government. That's gotta be Hugo, right? Ah, he's finally here. And there's the last helper we called in. That ship. Sir. Oh, Becky too. Well, at least I get to meet up. Hey there, everyone. Sorry it took us so long. Finding Hugo and bringing him here took a wee bit longer than expected. Well, Mr. Managing Director, seems like things have taken a real spiral. Any plans how to handle it? Oh, I'll put an end to this, alright. It's my duty, after all. Wait, what are you? Sir, I apologize for how this must look. These ruffians have thrown a wrench in the works, but it's only a temporary setback, I assure you. Wads, let's cut to the chase. What exactly are you doing here? Sir? Do you have any idea of the trouble you're in? As if scamming people out of their homes wasn't bad enough, you even took a child hostage. I've told you time and time again I won't accept such unconscionable methods of business, yet you continue to disregard my orders. Sir, I don't understand. Who cares about the past? Don't you see what's at stake here? I found a more efficient way to boost our profits. Why should anything else matter? That's what doing business is all about, right? You'll never make it in this industry if you let yourself worry over matters of petty morality. Come on, Wads. It's like speaking with a brick wall with you. The curse has taken root deep inside him. He must have honed in on his fixation with profit and drove him out of control. Or maybe it's more his obsession with surpassing you that's gotten him this far out of line. Surpassing me? Why should that matter so much? You still don't understand. I've been with Kleiss since the very beginning. I've watched it grow from a tiny company into the nationwide juggernaut it is today. Do you have any idea what it's like for me? Seeing you take over and call me incompetent, third rate? If I can raise our profits more than you, then perhaps finally, you'll recognize me for the businessman I truly am. Hugo. Hugo always views things so logically, but a situation like this really requires an emotional touch. Wads, you've been a loyal employee for my company for many years. In just the past month, your efforts have raised our profit margin by 10%. I'll admit the results you've achieved have been impressive. But your criminal activity, rejection of our trading policies, and utter refusal to follow orders are not something I can overlook. Effective immediately, I'm relieving you of your position as sales manager and placing you on indefinite suspension. What? You held a gun to a kid's head. Oh wow, got rid of the curse. No, it can't be after all I've done. Everyone, I'm truly sorry for the trouble Watts has caused. I take full responsibility. I should have paid more attention to what was going on in my own company. I promise I'll compensate anyone who was affected by my employees' unlawful activities. Now, Herman. Yes, sir? Attend to Wads. Looks like he's taken a few bumps. See to it he gets some medical treatment. Yes, sir, of course. I must be on my way. Hold up, Hugo. One more question before you go. What are you planning on doing from here on out? The Wads problem may be settled, but what about the future? You knew what the government was planning, but you still got into bed with them. I know that wasn't purely a business decision, but all of this that's happened here, that's where it got ye. You claim you're going to take responsibility, but what does that mean? You stepping down as managing director? I told you already, didn't I? I'm going to settle things. The fires of war will engulf this continent before long. I've known that for 2 years now. That's why I allied myself with the government, to give Kleist its best chance of surviving. But I see now I've made the wrong judgment, so it's only natural that I resign. Hugo. Geez, none of that pish. What do you think that's going to accomplish? What? She's got a point, Hugo. You know we're trying to put an end to the Great Twilight, right? Your government connections could make you a valuable ally to the cause. What do you say, for old time's sake? I don't know. The way I see it, the important thing here isn't obligation. It's what you truly want to make happen. Not that it's any of my business. I'm not from Erebonia myself, so I don't know what all this must be like for you. But all of us have gotten this far by following our own convictions, by doing what we believe is right. Same probably goes for Rain in Class 7, so why should it be any different for you? Estelle. Yeah, that's a pretty good way of summing up why we're all here. We wouldn't have trudged all the way to West Erebonia if we didn't believe in what we were doing. In the end, the decision is yours to make. Try to be honest with yourself, and see how things go from there. What do I really want? Crying out loud, you know what you want, you just cannot admit it because of that stubborn pride of yours. You know, there's a way both Thors and Kleist can come out of this still standing. So wrap your whining and snap to it. If you go wrong again, I'll be here to set you straight. Becky. Me go wrong? You better not expect I'd make any sort of mistake like that twice. And I'll move forward from here my own way. I'll ensure the future of the company and Thor's without so much as relying on the government. Well said, if anyone can do it all, it's you. Wow, this little adventure sure escalated quickly. I was worried for a while there. All the same, it's good to have you back on our side, Hugo. I'm sure the others will be glad to hear it. We should head back and spread the news to the courageous, don't you think, guys? Yeah. How about the burning truck in the back, huh? Well, I'm certainly glad that's over. If you could say that again, my heart's still beating crazy fast. We still have a few things we need to clear up, but at least the worst is behind us. And It's all thanks to them. Those store kids still got it in them, don't they? Shortly afterward, the 3rd Armored Division arrived to take control of the scene. Alster sustained considerable damage, however, it was swiftly restored with the compensation from Kleisico. The residents rejoiced as they returned to the town. And others were reunited with old friends. Oh, Hugo's gonna be the one to find it? Attaboy. Certainly not everything was resolved that day. But at least this was the end of the incident that engulfed Alster. You're all going now, aren't you? Yes, it would have been nice to stay longer, though. Yeah, I figured. I want to thank you guys again for everything you did. Right, you got my thanks too. I knew asking you guys to look into this was the right call. Well, it wasn't just us, we had a lot of help on this one. Right, we had some assistance in clearing out the remaining archisms too. Yeah, we only clobbered a few of them. You two pretty much had things handled on your own. It's all thanks to you guys, your guys' hard work, that Alster was saved. You were first on the scene and you busted the conspiracy wide open. Yeah, if you hadn't got here when you did, it might have been too late. Aw, thank you for saying so. But if I hear any more praise, I'll turn red from head to toe. Honestly, though, I'm sure my father and brother will be able to breathe a sigh of relief now. I don't doubt it. If you have the chance, please tell your father I hope for his swift recovery. Thank you, I'll let him know. What are they talking about? I think I may have an idea. That'll be our little secret, Kay. Things are gonna get way tougher from here, so we all gotta stay on our toes. For now, us bracers are gonna keep on bracing. Hope you guys can keep up. You got it. Come back anytime. Just be careful out there. Things might be tough for the town for a bit. If there's anything we can do to help, just let us know. We'll come back to see you again. Stay safe. That was one heck of a side quest that wasn't required. But it was nice. Things... Oh, Rainer finally showed up at the end. Oh, I'm finally here. Oh, and cool, and Estelle and everyone are gonna hang out here for a while, it seems. Oh, you're still here. Should you be? I know you said you needed to head out. Estelle said she wanted a little more time here. Who knows when we get to see Alster again. I just want to drink it all in. By the way, Reen, how do you know Kai and Tilia? We met back during the Civil War. We were dropping off some supplies and things got a little out of hand. You guys are always coming to our rescue. Feel kind of bad we don't have any way to repay you. Seeing that smiling face is more than enough. Thanks enough, Tilia. She's right. I'm just glad to see you and Kai are happy and healthy. I'm sure everyone feels the same. You're all so nice. You know, it's not just Toby. You're all like cool heroes out of a storybook. So I'll always be here to cheer you on. Aw, you're gonna make me blush. Thanks, Tilia. Can't think of any better encouragement than that. Gotta say, Kai, you've gotten better at your orbital arts. Thanks, Tolval. It really means a lot coming from you. Yeah, he's like the master. I've been training whenever I get the chance. I want to get strong enough to protect Tilia all on my own. I see. You were pretty level-headed even back then, but it looks like you've only grown more dependable since. Agreed, but honestly, I never expected you to start using arts. Did Tolval teach you? He did. He's been giving me lessons whenever he passes through town. Yeah, I mean, I noticed he had a knack for it back when he got in trouble with that artifact, so I figured why not. And maybe it's because he's getting better as an engineer, but the kid knows his way around Norbit. He might be teaching me something before long. I don't know about that. Seriously, I imagine you're already good enough to take on most of the monsters on this highway. But remember, fighting to protect someone is very different than fighting for yourself. Keep up your training. Aw, how sweet. Alright, so that went on longer than expected. So next time we'll handle the last request we have to do, which is the, the other one for the Courageous. And then we're going to make our way over to Crossbell. So that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.